So, look, I see what they're trying to do in my home state. I'm just curious, will it work?
Technically, probably not. Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning.
But this is a step in the right direction. I mean, come on. Would it be that bad to take kids off of social media for just a blip? I think this is a really good effort of the Texas governor, and it's a fight brewing with Tim Cook already reaching out to his office saying, hey, don't pass this. So why wouldn't they want your kids protected? Well, it's all about the money, isn't it? So you've got big tech, Google, you've got Meta, you've got them all lining up to say, hey, we don't necessarily like this because A, it's difficult to enforce. And then also it puts a burden of us sort of keeping a database of who's a minor and who's not. So parents, though, if this passes, would have, as you mentioned, 10 days. They got to remove a child's account if they are asked to remove it. And it excludes news and sports for the phones and the apps that are being used there. But it would be enforced by the Texas Attorney General.
Yeah.
And I just think, hey, step in the right direction. Maybe not necessarily enforceable.
That's what I was going to ask you.
But,
like, how do they enforce this? Because kids, I mean, I found a workaround when my pops said I couldn't be on MySpace. I still found a way to do it. I just think it just encourages the kids to be even more deceitful instead of working with the kids.
It would. You're right. You know, you say to me and you, hey, you can't do that. We're like, oh, yeah, you want to bet? Yeah. So, yeah, I think aside from driving a wood chipper around the neighborhoods and making people throw their phones into it, this is, though, a step in the right direction, very difficult to enforce. But I think what you look at is you've got the White House for the first time ever coming out against big tech saying, no, we're going to take our privacy back a little bit. We're going to watch out for our kids. For the first time, really, in this country since 1998, when the last legislation of any measure was passed. I love this activity. I love that we've got finally some pushback from our representatives saying enough's enough.
Do something.